It's time. The show. It's showtime.
Should we start?
We already did start.
Okay. Well, I can't tell to start because we start and then we have like a 5 minute start, and then we start.
Are you?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was you.
No, it wasn't. That was you. You smacked me in the face.
That was you.
You smacked me in the face.
You're framing me.
I'm Judge James.
I'm Judge Evie.
And it's Living for Crits time. Woo! Happy Sunday.
Everyone's got those cool LED lights, and we have little friend.
Hey, your mom made that for me for Christmas.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it's cold. And it's snowing out, and I've been going out every couple hours shoveling because I hate shoveling deep snow. So I will literally just continue to get, I'm sure other folks do this. I'll just keep getting dressed up to go out, and I'll shovel a bit of it, then I'll come inside, and then I'll go out again later and shovel a bit of it. So I'm never dealing with a lot of snow at once. So who else does that? Not just me, right? Yeah, so Greg is the same thing. Yeah, I don't mind shoveling so long as I'm not shoveling like 8 inches of snow atop of an inch and a half of ice, with 8 inches of ice above that.
We're supposed to get like a foot of snow.
Well, I have shoveled about 4 inches so far, and it looks like I have 2 more inches to deal with. And we have a shared driveway with our neighbor because our house is connected. I mean, we have a carriage home, so it's like 4 houses connected, and our neighbor and I share a driveway, so we try to do theirs and ours at the same time. So, those of you out there who like to shovel, apparently like Dev, if you have a neighbor who could use some shoveling, make sure you help, So let's talk about some stuff here, okay? So we're in the Walls Dungeon Tavern, and I had a lot of spaceship fun this week. So I have fully moved away from DCC for a period of time, and I have an alternity campaign on Wednesdays, and I ran Numenera today. And I don't know. It's been a fun little break. What?
I dare you to say that.
It has. But look, here's the thing.
No.
Okay. Alternity was like the first game that I feel like I discovered because no one. I mean, I played AD&D Second Edition prior to that, but I was introduced to Dungeons and Dragons, and in 1998 when Alternity came out, it was like my game, and I was the only one that I knew in college running it at first. And I had like multiple Alternity campaigns going on.
This is not allowed.
So I'm really geeked to be playing Alternity again 20 years later. And my books are out, and I'm running a Star Drive campaign. See, there's my Star Drive map on the wall, map of the Verge.
I'm modeling the map.
And I've been running Numenera since...
I can't model the map. Wrong way. Go backwards.
That's modeling me. And I've been running Numenera since 2013. So that's not anything new. But lots of spaceships. We have some updates to Dungeon Tavern coming. I don't know how many you're going to see in the background. I went a little nuts today and bought a whole bunch of art. Sci-fi related art.
We have no room.
You will be surprised how much room we have. For instance, in this long corner up here, that's up here in this little nook here, I have a 36-inch by 11-inch schematic of the Rocinante from The Expanse. So that's going to be cool. And it's in the style of the TV show MCRN stuff, like The Expanse, the TV show and the books.
Yeah, I know.
I'm on the fifth book right now. I'm reading Nemesis Games right now, and it's phenomenal. And I paused the TV show. I'm at like episode 5 or 6 of the second season, but then I stopped and started reading the books. And then I ordered some Kerbal Space Program art for this room, and I ordered some Firefly art, just a little bit of Firefly art. I ordered a big, this is the most expensive thing, it's a big canvas art piece of the game Subnautica, because Cooper loves Subnautica, and he's going to help me finish Subnautica. So I have to finish Subnautica before the art piece comes. But that's going to go, I think, on the wall over there between Eli's art maybe and your grandmother's art that she did.
What about that corner?
I don't know. I have other things to put up. And then I ordered I did get one. I got some Elite Dangerous art because I wanted something for my new ship. I got a Crate Mark II in Elite Dangerous, and I think the final thing I got art wise was I got a vinyl decal to put right there. I think on that
Here?
on the side of that says "So say we all," which
This right here or this side?
a little up higher. Because you hear me say "So say we all" sometimes, right? When I say like "So
No.
say we all."
No.
I say it to your mom. I guess I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to prove a point, but it's from Battlestar Galactica. Oh well. Apparently, this doesn't pay attention.
I don't pay attention to anything.
Let's go to Judge Evie Presides.
Yay!
This is the part of the show where Judge Evie gets questions from all yins out there,
That's true.
and we read them here,
Or we wrap. Well, that's.
or we wrap them
section.
if there's a wrap.
Yeah. Okay. So we have
First question.
We have 2 questions. Wait, let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Well,
You're
that
low
just
battery.
says my phone's about to die.
No, 2 questions from Brian
Yeah,
and a
okay.
wrap.
So this one is from Brian. Aloha, Judge Evie and Judge James.
Uh-oh. Is that coffee? I think we have coffee or tea coming. Hold on a second. We gotta stop.
Oh my
just
goodness.
just
This is
stop
just-
the show.
This
Stop the
Stop
show.
Stop the show.
Stop it. Wait. I think.
I can hear
Hey, it's coffee time.
it.
Is it coffee or tea?
It is coffee.
For both of us?
Yes.
What do we got?
Hi,
What do we got,
hi.
Jen?
You have Sprouts decaf.
Sprouts
Yeah.
decaf from Sprouts. It smells wonderful. Bye, Jen.
Bye.
Dink.
I'm not gonna drink it yet. Is it
It's too
really
hot. No, it's too hot to drink.
Okay.
All right, back to the. Now that we've had our coffee, or haven't had our coffee yet.
Yep.
Back to the show.
Okay. Assuming that all of us will one day go back to gaming in person at stores, conventions,
Hopefully.
public places, etc. How do you pack and bring your game materials when you travel?
That's a good
What
question.
is the minimum amount of material/dice you bring for gaming? Well,
You go first.
okay, so for running or for playing, because like conventions is different. For running stuff, we use those like cipher system bags. You know?
You do.
Well, I do.
That's
Like a
not
mess-
something anyone can get though. That was
Oh.
like if you were a GM for Money Put
Okay, a
Games in
messenger.
2016, like
A
you were.
messenger bag.
Okay.
That's what you use because you can put all your books in it.
Messenger bags are good
Uh-huh.
options.
Yeah. Or if you're playing in something, I just use like a mini Loungefly backpack. Just shove a dice thingy in it. Some water. Yeah. That's pretty much. You use a messenger bag too.
I did, don't anymore.
What do you use now? Oh, you use that brown backpack, right?
Yeah, I used to use a fancy schmancy Timbuktu messenger bag.
That was so iconic.
It was very iconic. It also at conventions, since I wore it over my like left shoulder, or I would alternate shoulders, it would just dig into my shoulder after a while. So
That's not
starting at the last Gen Con 2019, I started wearing a more traditional backpack with lots of little nooks and crannies in it. Still a nice upscale backpack, but I feel like this whole conversation really depends on whether or not, like how and when you're gaming. If you're going to be plopping yourself down in one place, having something with maximum volume is fantastic. And I do like messenger bags for that. Besides, because you can open it up, you can see everything in there, and you could just fit lots of stuff in there and see what you're looking at. But if you're going to be gaming and moving about, like the convention space or whatnot, then you're going to want to have, you know, a backpack that covers both shoulders, because just to, like, you know, disperse the weight. Hector loves his bag of holding for judging. You know, if you're running games at a convention, my suggestion would be, if you have a hotel room nearby, is like consider like dropping some of the weight at some point during your day. Or if you're running games for a game company, maybe they'll let you keep stuff in their room. We sort of get to cheat a little bit because, since my wife works for Monty Cook Games, we can always kind of like stow some stuff with her in their room. And that's nice. And the last time I went to Gen Con, we had the advantage of being in the JW Marriott, which was literally like 300 yards away from where the Goodman Games room was, where we were GMing. Because Evie and I were in there. So that was kind of nice. But that's a good question. Now, if you're running games at a game store, more or less it's about how big your trunk is than what you can fit in your car, right? I gotta say, this would be a very interesting topic.
It would.
For a show itself. I think you need to consider this, to have a whole show, and then we can maybe bring our bags out.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna send myself an email. I think next week's show.
I'll just put in a note.
I'm gonna put notes.
Email?
I'm gonna put notes. Next week show about bags and swag bags.
I can go into my hate for big bags.
The other thing we talk about is maybe the containers we use for miniatures. We have different bags we use for miniatures. So that's Brian, it's a great topic. I think.
Yeah,
we don't have to worry about making up something next week on the fly.
Woo!
All right, next question.
We don't do that though.
Oh, don't forget, if you want to send questions to us, dccjudgeevie@gmail.com. Because even if I'm not running DCC right now, Judge Evie has DCC in her veins. As you can see by the most up-to-date year that shall not be named, what's it called, yearbook that we got from Goodman Games, and you are featured in there many times.
Yeah, it's great.
Hey, Brian's watching us live!
Yay! Well, I get to do his voice again.
Do Brian's voice for him.
That's a gross cheerleader, Brian.
What?
What?
What are you gonna do?
Gross cheerleader, Brian.
What's gross cheerleader, Brian?
Mean.
I thought it was a character class. All right, go ahead, do it. Do it.
Did you ever play the old TSR Star Frontiers? I know you've been getting back into Alternity. I never played this, but wanted to know how it may have compared to Star Frontiers. Flying come from Singapore for probably some more quarantining in the U.S. Cheers, Brian.
No idea.
I don't even remember what the question was.
What do we play Star Frontiers?
Oh, what's that?
And I know that DM Kojo is a huge fan of Star Frontiers. Corey Gossman, who is big in the DCC community, and he's run Star Frontiers at GaryCon. But Star Frontiers is like a sci-fi game, a sci-fi RPG that was like a precursor to other sci-fi RPGs out there. It was one of the first ones by TSR, right? I know there was ones that were earlier, like Traveler, I think, but I haven't played that either. So I have not played Star Frontiers. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, he's in Tokyo.
Oh, Brian says, listening during a very long layover in Tokyo, in very empty and sanitized airport. I want to go to Tokyo.
I want to go to Tokyo.
I want to go to Tokyo Disneyland.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Yeah. And the Nintendo place.
Yes, the Nintendo Universal. That'll be cool. We want to go to overseas, to exotic countries, just to go to amusement parks. That's what we want to do. Mm-hmm. Back to the question. I know that, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that the Pinnacle Entertainment Group's last Parsec setting was sort of an homage to Star Frontiers, I think. So, but I played a lot of that, but I still haven't played Star Frontiers. One of these days. I do want to play more sci-fi this year. I'm supposed to be playing a Mothership game coming up, run by a friend off of Discord. Not that I'm friends just on Discord with the person, but we're running it through, we're collectively getting together through Discord. But that should be happening soon. I'll have something to say about that. Good questions.
So, did you try your coffee?
I did. It's pretty good.
It's really hot.
It is hot. What's next question?
Oh, that's the last question. But now we have a wrap.
Is it from Greg?
Yeah, it's from Greg.
We got a wrap coming from Greg. Let me see how kind of beat I need to do. All right, ready? All right. Here we go. I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to do more aggressive beatboxing.
Well, I'm gonna do some more aggressive stumbling over these words.
Ready?
Okay.
All right. Let me start. Ready?
Yeah. Breaking and entering, not always a good start. Someone will be stealthy and your whole team is cut. This wallet is made from good quality leather, with one sheet of parchment inscribed by a feather. The illusion works once. Choose your target with care. The parchment will tell them that your team belongs there. Paper will confirm identification, but the words disappear after observation. So present and move on, completing your caper. I've shown your very fake important papers. That was not bad.
We don't practice these at all. I think
No,
we should
we
note
don't.
that. If it all makes it any better, like
We don't practice.
we don't have any kind of like. I think our what we do our shows
I
is
think
actually
this was
pretty
a-
lazy.
I think this was supposed to say paper, but I said caper anyway.
Like literally, what we do is about an hour before the show. What?
Yeah. Oh wait,
But-
there's something at the end too.
Oh, what's at the end?
My final complete next Thursday. My parsnip farmer and alchemist survive. For the moment, I'll let you know.
Why are his 0 level characters still 0 level? Your GM should be letting you be first level right now. After the first session, Greg, you should level up to first level. Who's ever alive?
Yeah.
So, who is your judge? Send us his name
Send him
or her
over.
name or their name, whatever. Send us their name. We will deal with them
Send him
swiftly.
over. Swiftly.
But yeah, we don't prep the rap before the show. We just the first time
We
we hear
just
it or
do.
see it is when Evie knows that one's come through. So that was pretty good. Thank you, Greg, for another rap. If anyone else wants to hear us do a rap, feel free to send us a rap because that's our
We
thing.
should have an entire episode just rapping.
I don't know if you rap me beatboxing is gonna be.
We could take turns. We could switch.
All right, time to talk something serious, y'all.
Oh my god, yeah, we haven't even gotten to the show.
We were
stuff
trying to
yet.
think about what to talk about today, and we got some inspiration. I think we've covered this before in some ways, but it needs to be discussed further. GMs need to have fun too, right? I mean, I think we've
No.
had this. No, but they do.
No.
I think we've had this conversation, but I was
No.
surprised by some of the response I got on Twitter this week when I made a comment that I said I fear that the prevalence of professional game masters is creating unrealistic expectations at the game table and grows the sentiment that the GM is an entertainer and not a participant in the game. And I do get concerned from all of the professionals being injected into our universe. And I'm not saying that in any way.
No.
What is that? Like we have like a
That's
a bot. How do we
Get
get
it
rid
out,
of a bot?
delete
How
it.
do we do that?
Don't click that.
What? How do we do? How do you get rid of a bot?
Block them.
How do we do that?
I don't know.
Dismiss.
No, wait. How do we block?
Block.
them.
Hey, we blocked the bot.
Block.
Block.
Does it get rid of the chat?
I don't know. I don't care.
No, we gotta get rid of it.
It's fine now. Let's see. Can we just delete this? Whatever. Doesn't matter.
I think we have to do. Oh wait, go hit this. Hit this.
Hit what?
Hit that.
This?
No, the other one.
Chat settings? This? Mod
Yeah.
view?
Yeah, you can delete it.
What the crap does this mean?
I don't know, but this is what Eli does. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Now, I
What-
think you can delete it.
How?
Don't click the link.
I didn't click the link.
You're getting so close to click. I'm so scared.
I'm not gonna click the link.
Hit the username maybe. How do you?
Ban?
Can we get rid of it?
Close. It says welcome to the chat room.
Did we get rid of it?
I don't know. Maybe. No, we didn't.
What?
It's fine. You know what? No one clicked that link. All right?
Oh jeez.
We're not used to this kind of stuff. We don't run a professional stream here.
This is so.
Anyway, let's get back to the conversation. Dang.
Oh,
We're
those are
like-
bad.
We're not strong Twitch people here.
What if like? Oh, just don't click that.
Don't
link.
click that link.
Don't click that link.
Don't click that
We
link.
can't figure out how to get rid
Can't
of it.
figure it out.
Eli's probably watching and just like
Anyway,
shaking his head.
there are some concerns on two fronts that the injection of these professional game masters is giving players, especially younger players new to the hobby, this false expectation of what occurs at the game table as well as maybe some thoughts that the GM is an entertainer and it's their sole responsibility to have a good time at the
Because it
table.
is.
It's not.
No, it definitely is.
You think the GM's job is to entertain
It's
everybody?
a joke.
Oh, okay.
It's a joke.
I know we're gonna chap some asses here in this conversation, and that's
Whoa.
fine. So,
Language.
newsflash, RPG players, especially you new players, the GM is not there for your entertainment. You are all there collectively for your entertainment, right?
Yes.
Are you in agreement?
Yes.
That's all you're gonna say is yes and nod.
Yes.
You want to say anything else on the topic so far?
Sure. I don't say.
Well, say something.
Well, what do I? They're not there for your entertainment.
But you're supposed to inject your perspective into this.
I thought I wasn't there yet. I don't know where we are.
I write my notes. You don't write notes.
I go off of your notes.
Now maybe
Yeah, what?
maybe a GM has they're the ones that have invested the time and money into putting the campaign together.
Yeah, so why would someone put so much time and money to get no fun out of it? That doesn't make sense. And does that make sense in your brain?
It's a
No.
really good point that you're kind of playing around with, but it's a good point.
Yes.
Like, what's the I don't get paid unless I get paid, right?
Yes.
I don't get paid unless I get paid.
And we don't get paid.
So there are some circumstances where there's an exception. Obviously, if you're running a game on behalf of a game company at a convention and they are maybe paying for your room or your they're reimbursing
Badge.
you for your badge, you know, you do want to up your game a bit. Or if you're running a game for a charity event and people have paid to be there, or in that rare occasion where you are literally being paid to run a game. And I
just
know
so
there are
sad.
people that do that. One person that responded back to me on Twitter mentioned that they get Venmo tips for running their games. And I don't want to hurt anyone's, I guess, like, it's money coming in. If that's something your players want to do, I think it's fine. Especially the money's going into a group pool. Like when I was in high school, we all collected money so that I could get the Planescape stuff. I run Planescape my senior year of high school. I mean, that was a thing. And everyone pitched in like $5. And I was able to get the core box set, Planes of Chaos, and a couple of the modules. There was Fires of Dis and the Eternal Boundary. But that was then. That was the 90s. And you say dang?
Dang. 90s. Wasn't alive.
No, you were not alive.
I was 16.
You were born in the aughts.
The what?
The aughts, the zeros.
Why is it the odds?
What would you call it?
The zeros.
You call it the
The
zeros?
2000s.
You're a child of the zeros?
It's the 2000s.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Is it now the 2000s?
No, this is 2020s.
This is the 20s.
Yeah, this is the 20s. But that sounds like we're talking about 1920.
It does to me too. I know. It's very
Well, What do
bizarre.
we call this? The 2020s.
You called this the 20s. And you were born in the aughts.
No, I was born in the 2000s. I'm a 2000s kid.
Okay.
That's like what everyone calls it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess everyone's right.
Mhm.
But everyone's not right when they're discussing the GM being the entertainment.
Yeah.
So
Smooth.
So we have some rules here, and Judge Evie is going to read the rules. These are the
I
four
am?
rules. Yeah, you're going to read the rules. 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4, and I will comment on the rules. So you read these 4
Okay.
rules we have for players, and as we go through them, if you think we missed something, please let us know and comment, and we will stop for a second. So rule number 1.
Be aware of what kind of game your GM is running.
So, as a for instance, don't make a silly character when the campaign is a horror campaign.
Yeah.
Don't
be
ruin
Bob
your-
Duncan.
Yeah, don't ruin your GM's immersion, especially if you want to be having fun too. Fun story. Friend of mine in the aughts, back in the zeros, I was trying to run a Ravenloft campaign that was fairly serious, and he made his cleric based on Ned Flanders from The Simpsons, and that kind of ruined the dark gothic feel of Ravenloft for me. And when asked to not have that voice or character, he really didn't comply. Now, it was also the 2000s, and I didn't stick up for myself, and we dealt with a Ravenloft campaign with Ned Flanders, and it kind of sucked. But that campaign tanked. Rule number 2.
Look for ways to improve your GM's enjoyment of the game, period.
If your GM has taken the time to put the campaign and the adventure together, what can you do to help your GM have more fun at the table? They are working outside of the game. Could you do something that assists? For instance, could you take notes or draw maps during the game? How can you alleviate some of the pressure? Especially for those GMs who are really bringing it to the table. And again, as I like to just come with a lot of flash when possible, especially when I'm running con games. But it is kind of nice to have someone, buy me a coffee here and there. I'm not saying like get me a Starbucks gift card, but like if someone's going for coffee, I got no problem giving someone some money for coffee and having them bring me back one too. Also, don't complain when they bring me back coffee for free. That's nice too. That's kind of like getting paid, but it's not. It does get you a like some free XP or a Benny or something like that if it's a game that has that kind of stuff. Rule number 3.
Rule number 3.
It's my favorite.
Stow the rule lawyering.
All right, rules lawyers, listen. It's 2021. If you're still a rules lawyer and you're a rules lawyer, you're a dick. So just stop. I mean, live in the now. All right? We don't read rules lawyers anymore. If your GM isn't reading the rules enough to be a rules lawyer, then don't be a rules lawyer, because it's not the game your GM wants to have. So stop arguing at the table. No one has fun with this except for the rules lawyer for some reason. And it's now in my 40s, it's an easy way to get banned from my campaigns or my games is to be a rules lawyer in games. I'm glad I haven't had that experience in quite some time. But
did you last have it in the 90s?
No, I mean I still had it in the teens.
It was a joke.
Oh.
I tried to make a joke, but it didn't turn out well.
But no GM likes to deal with rules lawyers. Just they don't. It takes the fun out of the game for the other players at the table, which means no more fun for the GM.
Yeah, because they're just stuck sitting there like, well, they know the rules better than me, so what am I supposed to do? Because I don't know what they want from me.
Final
Nope.
rule.
Don't take a dump on your GM's adventure or campaign.
If you have concerns about the adventure that's being run or the campaign you're in, offer constructive criticism at the table or have an open dialogue. But if you have any pointed comments or conversations, keep those to private. And that goes for if you have things about the adventure itself that don't have anything to do with sensitive topics. For instance, if you have an issue where the GM is harassing you or being a bully at the table, yeah, hit the bully in the nose at the table. Go ahead, not physically, obviously, but like call them out at the table. That happens there if you're comfortable with it. I'm saying if you're concerned about like the structure of the campaign, where it's going, you don't want to like try to start an insurrection at the game table. It's not the Capitol building. You're not QAnon. Don't start an insurrection at the game table. Have a conversation after the game and say to the GM, you know what? I'm not happy with how this game is going direction-wise. I would like to do X, Y, or Z. All right? And don't make it personal. All right? So if you don't like something in the game, because GMs they craft a lot of this, and they're gonna have a hard time not taking it personal. So don't make it more personal. All right? And at the very least, do not threaten your GM with starting another game if you are upset with them or what they're doing at the table. I mean, by all means, feel free to go, and if that's what you want to do, go ahead and start it, and just do it. No one forces you to be at a table and be playing that game. But there again,
this is mad facts.
Don't be a jerk about things. Again, the GMs, the judges, the DMs out there are putting their heart and soul into these stories every week. They typically spend more time prepping than players do. So, you have, while they're not there for your entertainment, there should be some respect there. So, I don't know. We're soapboxing a bit.
What's that mean?
It means we're getting on a stand on a soapbox and we're lecturing.
We're not lecturers.
We're the ones with the Twitch stream. So I guess we're lecturers.
Dang.
That's all we got on that topic.
Oh.
And it's 9:30, so we're gonna move on. I'm sorry for any chapped asses. All right. Kickstarter shoutouts.
I don't know why I keep doing that. Looks
We got
fun.
the Owlbear plush is still out there by Metal Weave Games and Andreas Walters. So make sure you check that out at look up Baby Bestiary Owlbear plush and get in on. I think they're at $200,000 now. So or they're close to it. It's a huge Kickstarter. For Road Crew shoutouts, Spawn of Cyclops Con is only a few weeks away. And I did change my events. I'm now just running 2 sessions of Neon Knights just to simplify things.
What were you running?
I was running Neon Knights and then I was running a Firefly hack of Obadiah Felkner, but I may have some work stuff the week before now. And with that in mind, my prep time might be down. So, where can our viewers, listeners, fans find us?
Oh, okay. Wait, I need to switch my legs. Okay. You can find us at I Live for Crits on Twitter, Living for Crits on Instagram, and search Living for Crits on YouTube. And what are you typing? I'll have to be one of those people now.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I feel so guilty saying that.
Why?
I don't know.
What's different about saying that than you don't even update our Instagram?
I added highlights.
Until next week, be safe, be healthy, be kind. We will probably talk about backpacks and storage units next week. That'll be fun.
Yep.
And for my my outro ASMR, I'm
no.
just gonna say, this is some good coffee, Jen.
I'm gonna be like, yay for fresh lettuce. Whoa.
Good night, everybody.
No!